Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining today's Solar Prize Round 2 finalist announcement webinar. We're going to begin in a few minutes, but want to wait another minute or two to give everyone a chance to get logged in. So if you'll just sit tight, we will begin momentarily. Thank you. All right, everyone, I think we're going to go ahead and get started with today's announcement. Once again, thank you for joining us for the Solar Prize Round 2 finalist announcement. We're very excited to have you all here. And to get things started, I'd like to introduce the American Made Challenges Prize Administrator, Debbie Brote-Giles.
Hi, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Thank you for joining us today. This is really exciting. I am the American Made Challenges Prize Administrator. I'm at the National Renewable Energy Laboratory. My name is Debbie Brote-Giles. I have probably spoken to many of you, and many of you possibly you've been talking to our prize team at NREL. But we are all really, really excited to get going with this. So welcome to our first virtual demo day for the SET contest for round 2. This is our agenda today. It's going to be a pretty quick webinar. The goal is really to do this wonderful announcement and announce the winners for the SET demo day. What we're going to start off with a demo day video, and then we're going to turn it over to Dr. Becca Jones-Albertus. She's the director at the U.S. Department of Energy in the Solar Energy Technologies Office. And then we'll turn it over to Anna Sifkin. She's the Executive Director at Carnegie Mellon University in the Wilton E. Scott Institute for Energy Innovation. Anna has been a wonderful partner with the Solar Prize. She and CMU is a power connector, and they have been instrumental in helping put together Demo Day. In fact, we were going to have Demo Day in person at CMU. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible. So Anna helped our teams prepare and helped with the whole Demo Day process. And now we're going to hear from her in our closing remarks during this virtual Demo Day. And then we'll turn it over to a few thank yous and keep moving. But today, I just want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so excited to announce the winners of the SET Demo Day, and we have a lot to get to. So we'll go to the next slide. Before we get going and announce the winners, I do want to just give you a little bit of information about the Solar Prize and what kind of what it is. So if you're new to this, and you haven't heard of the Solar Prize before, I just want to give you some background. Basically, it's a $3 million prize competition, and it's in a series of 3 contests. So all of these teams that you're going to kind of see on the screen today, they started off in something called Ready. So we have a Ready, Set, and Go phases for the Solar Prize. They started off in Ready, kind of creating a great plan, telling us what they wanted to do with their innovation. When these 20 teams won the Ready contest, they were all awarded $50,000 to keep going and work in the Set contest. So these teams have been working hard during the Set contest to really design their proof of concept and build that prototype. So they've been working hard for 4 months now. They were able to put a submission in, and then our expert panel of reviewers had a chance to talk to our teams last Friday and ask some questions. So today, this is where they kind of had their demo day last week, and today is our announcement. So we're kind of right at this point now where these teams, 10 of them will be winning $100,000 today and $75,000 in vouchers that can be used at a national laboratory or another approved private facility to help advance their idea even farther. Then these 10 teams will have a chance to compete in Go. So they'll get to keep competing over the next 4 months. And then 2 winners will actually get $500,000 and another $75,000 worth of vouchers for the next round as well. So it's really exciting, and the fun's not over yet. This contest is going to continue into the Go contest next. So the purpose of the Solar Prize is really to re-energize American ingenuity, empower innovators, and then utilize a wonderful network that we've created. It's called the American Made Network. The network across the country is filled with incubators, accelerators, prototyping facilities, and other resources that can help our teams succeed. So these teams have been successful over the last several months in working with our network partners to help them advance their ideas. So we have 20 teams from 14 different states that competed in this Set contest. They were considered semifinalists from the Ready contest. And now today, 10 of them will be announced as finalists that will get to keep going into the Go contest. I want to say that, okay, so before I say that, I was going to say that this is our demo day format. So normally, in a normal situation, we would have been at CMU, the teams would have been on stage pitching in front of an expert review panel of judges. In this case, we had the team still do pitches. They just did a 4-minute video pitch, and then they were able to submit that. Our expert panel of reviewers were able to assess all of the different submitted materials, the video pitch, and really dive into the details of the teams and their progress that they made, the market strategy they have, their business plan, and where they are with their prototype today. Then last Friday, all of the teams got a chance to get some time one-on-one with the Department of Energy, NREL, and our expert panel of reviewers. So each team got 10 minutes with the reviewers, and the reviewers got to ask more in-depth questions. Really get to, if they had any questions about their submission, they were able to ask the teams, and the teams were able to talk in a little bit more detail about their prototype and their innovations. And then right after that, the judges deliberated, and there was quite a bit of discussion. Every single one of our teams did wonderful. They've all made great progress. So some of the decisions were kind of hard, but the judges did make their final decision on Friday, and now today is the day that we're going to announce the winners. So congratulations to all of these semifinalists. All of these 20 teams honestly did a wonderful job. They've all made marked progress. They all, I think, are going to be very successful in the future. And I do want to say that although only 10 of these teams are going to win and move on to the Go contest today, the rest of you all have wonderful innovations, and I really encourage you to keep innovating and keep this progress moving forward. Please continue to use our network, because our network is there to help you as well. So with that, I think, yep, we're on to the demo day video. So thanks to our wonderful communications team at NREL. we put together a really fun demo day video that hopefully will give you a little glimpse as to what these teams have been up to and show you a little bit about their innovations. So I hope you enjoy the video. Great, thank you, Jackie. And now, next up, I would like to introduce Dr. Becca Jones-Albertus. She's the Director of the Solar Energy Technologies Office for the U.S. Department of Energy, and she's going to announce our winners. Welcome, Becca.
Becca, I think we're having a difficult time hearing you.
Sorry about that. Forgot to unmute my phone. So as I was saying, I wanted to say thanks, Debbie, and really a big thank you to all of our 20 semifinalist teams for your really hard work during the set phase and your great ideas for advancing the U.S. solar industry. It was so much fun to speak with all of you on Friday, and it was a hard decision for us to decide who would move on to the finalist stage. Also really appreciate how quickly all of you adapted to the changing circumstances we faced as we transitioned to a virtual demo day format, which I think went as well as it possibly could have under those circumstances. So thank you. For any of you on the webinar who are new and don't know our office, the U.S. Department of Energy Solar Energy Technologies Office supports early stage research and development projects to advance solar energy technologies, improving reliability, affordability, and performance, and to support U.S. businesses in bringing new technologies to market. One of the ways we're doing this is with the American Made Solar Prize, which allows us to tap into America's competitive spirit, as well as our really unparalleled innovation ecosystem to support the growth of U.S. solar manufacturing sector. So in just a few minutes, I'll announce the 10 teams who are moving on as finalists. Each of these teams is going to win $100,000 in cash prizes, as well as $75,000 in support vouchers that they can use with the American Made Network to help support further development with their innovative solutions. From here, our finalist teams are going to continue advancing their technology and get ready to compete in the final phase of the competition, the GO contest. And I'm going to invite all of you to continue following their progress and to see these finalist teams pitch their innovations one last time at Go Demo Day this summer, where they can each will be competing for our two winners who win $500,000 in additional vouchers to advance their technologies. So without further ado, here are the Solar Prize Round 2 finalist teams. First up, let's see, wait for the slide. First up is Asoleo Architectural Solar Cells. This team's designing front contact patterns on solar cells for visually appealing solar surfaces. Congratulations, Asoleo. Next is Integrated Silicon Technologies. They're developing a low-cost manufacturing method for silicon wafers that involves melting the silicon and floating it to solidify and slowly pulling out a continuous thin wafer. Congratulations. Next, congratulations to Team Orison. This team is developing an in-home energy storage unit that can plug into a standard wall outlet and be charged using solar energy. Congratulations to Resilient Power Systems, who are developing a power router to connect a medium-scale solar plant directly to the medium voltage grid, reducing costs and eliminating equipment needs. Congratulations go next to SolPaver. This team is transforming the patio paver into a sunlight permeable, high-strength composite concrete and resin paver that can produce power and eliminate the need for additional mounting hardware. Next, to congratulate Sunflex Solar, who is replacing high-cost copper backsheets for back-contacted silicon solar cells with lower-cost aluminum. Next, congratulate Switched Source LLC, who is developing a device and the software to control it that will enable higher penetrations of solar on distribution feeders without costly infrastructure upgrades. Congratulate Taka Solar. This team's creating an integrated solar panel and mount product for flat commercial rooftops that installs 4 times faster and weighs half as much as traditional installation materials. And last is Team TerraPave. This team's creating an eco-friendly, cost-effective road coating to control dust and dirt on high-traffic roads near solar field installations to reduce dirt cover on panels and therefore improve energy output. Sorry, not last. Now our 10th winner, Team Vesper Solar. They're building a solar module attachment system with a spring-based clip to secure the module while providing electrical bonding and wire management capabilities to simplify and lower the cost of installation. So congratulations to our 10 finalists. I want to thank all of our 20 semi-finalist teams for participating and making this such a great demo day. To the 10 teams I've not named, please know that you still have access to the American Made Network. We still are wishing you the best of luck as you continue your journey developing your innovations. We can encourage you to seek out other opportunities and with the Department of Energy for further support. 2 avenues you can explore are our Small Business Innovation Research Program and the Technology Commercialization Fund. You can sign up, as you see here, for our newsletter so you know when those deadlines approach. I also want to thank our panel of expert judges, Josh Beck, Lisa Sally, and Phoebe Wang, for being a critical part of SET Demo Day. I really appreciated having the chance to work and discuss with all of you and all of your insights. And congratulations again to our Solar Prize Round 2 finalist teams. I can't wait to see what you do over the next few months as we get ready for Go Demo Day. I'm really excited, and congratulations again, and thanks to all 20 of our semi-finalist teams. Bye.
Thanks, Becca. This is Debbie again, and next up is going to be a video from Anna Siefken. She's the Executive Director of Wilton E. Scott Institute of Energy Innovation at Carnegie Mellon University.
Good afternoon. My name is Anna Siefken, and I'm the Executive Director of the Wilton E. Scott Institute for Energy Innovation at Carnegie Mellon University. Many of you have worked with our team out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania over the past several weeks. Thank you to the United States Department of Energy's Solar Energy Technologies Office and the National Renewable Energy Laboratory for their collaboration on the American-Made Solar Prize. Carnegie Mellon is pleased to be part of an integral part of such an exciting national competition. A special thank you to all of our competitors who are joining us virtually today at a time of so many unusual circumstances. I want to take time to congratulate all of our Round 2 semifinalist teams as well as our finalists. We are thrilled to see the culmination of your hard work and dedication. To see the ideas come together and observe your progress through the competition has been nothing short of inspiring. Supporting innovative startup ideas such as yours and speeding progress is what all connectors and power connectors aspire to do as members of the American Made Network. We look forward to continuing our partnership with you, working together to advance energy technologies. At the Scott Institute, We are committed to accelerating the transition to a sustainable, low-carbon energy future. So supporting entrepreneurs and bringing their promising ideas to the global marketplace is one way we achieve our mission. There is no doubt your technologies have the potential to make a positive global impact. While we're disappointed to have not seen your pitches live and in person at CMU Energy Week 2020, each team did an amazing job using your video pitches to showcase your progress, designing, testing, and building your proof of concept. We look forward to continuing to mentor the finalist teams in preparation for Round 2 Go Demo Day, which will be in late July. Event planning is already underway, so be watching for an update soon. Congratulations again to all of the amazing Round 2 finalist teams, and good luck in the Go contest. We'll see you in a few short months. Be well, stay healthy, and keep up the great work.
Hi, thank you for that message, Anna. I think our last slide is really just a thank you slide, so I don't see it up on my screen yet, but I'm sure it'll come in a minute. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody again. Thank you to every one of our teams for Round 2. Thank you to Carnegie Mellon for being such a great power connector. And most of all, thank you to the Department of Energy for sponsoring such a wonderful, innovative prize competition. It's really, really fun to be part of this, and I think we're really making a big difference here. I also want to reiterate that our panel of experts were wonderful. Thank you very much for your time and for spending all day Friday with us, working with the teams. And then a special thanks to all of our NREL team members at the Solar Prize. The NREL team behind the scenes is just remarkable, and they are doing so much to make everything go smoothly and be organized and kind of help our teams through this process. So I want to say thank you to Sarah, Emily, Jackie, Rochelle, Denise, Nick, Spring, Melissa, Megan, John, and many others who are behind the scenes helping, making these wonderful videos, making these great presentations, making sure that the virtual demo day goes off without a hitch. Thanks to everybody who's been involved. And we look forward to seeing you, hopefully in person at the Go Demo Day, and keep up the great work and continue to reach out to our network. Thanks, everybody.